Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All of our guests today, including John Shannon, standing by, brought to you by our title sponsor, Able Auctions and ableauctions.ca. This story of the IIHF.
Yeah, crazy.
And the ice surface at the 2026 Olympics in Italy, more than 3 feet shorter and only a hair wider than the 200-foot by 85-foot dimensions required by the National Hockey League. International rinks normally 200 by 100. This is going to be relatively speaking, a shoebox. John Shannon joins us now from the 100% Hockey Podcast, 100% Canucks. John, how does this happen?
Measure once, cut twice?
Or just, it's good enough. Maybe that was the approach.
No, well, it was supposed to be an NHL rink, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be 200 by 85. That was the agreement between the Federation and the NHL and the NHLPA. You know, the one of the fascinations is that, and we tend to forget it here and in the United States, is that nobody deals in feet in Europe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nobody deals in yards in Europe. Everything's done metrically. And so you wonder if that was how the mistake was made somehow. I mean, I don't know. I'm not making excuses for the Italian contractors, but something was awry and got lost in translation.
So does this favor anybody? And I mean that this way. The ice surface is slightly smaller, but does that mean somebody like Tom Wilson would be more of a fit than some people might think for Team Canada, or Sam Bennett?
Well, I think that, and both of you guys know and watched games out of Chicago, out of Buffalo, and out of Boston.
Yeah. Garden.
Big teams.
Big teams, small rink, lots of banging.
Yeah.
Lots of banging. So, and you don't necessarily need fast teams. You need quick teams. Mm-hmm. And so like short distance speed is going to be vital, I think, on the smaller ice surface. You know, we put this to Peter DeBoer this morning, who was on our show, and he said that, you know, there is something to be thought about the type of player that they're going to need. And I think it's going to be just a hair more physical than people realize that it is, even though they're going to be playing Federation rules. You know, body checking is still allowed, and I think we're going to see a lot of physical play like we saw in Four Nations.
John, the Canucks wake up this morning in 30th place in the NHL standings. They're 1 point out of 32nd. I don't think that was the plan, to wake up December 3rd and be in 30th. What are you expecting from Jim Rutherford here in the next coming weeks? What is going to happen?
That's a great question, Rick. I'm not even sure they know. I think they know what to do. I'm not sure they know how to do it, because you know, you have to have somebody to trade with. You have to have someone eager to make changes on their club. Do I expect them to do a teardown, a complete teardown? No, I don't. I don't think you have players under contract like Besser, like Pettersson, even Thatcher Demko's contract. I don't see them doing a complete teardown. But you're going to have to go and try to fortify your hockey club, and that's going to be difficult, because there are other teams in the same boat as the Canucks, who think that they have a chance to make the playoffs still. So they're not in the business of going out and trading. Here's the other thing. You know, and I know I saw lots of people calling it a moral victory last night because they only lost by 2 to Denver, in Denver to Colorado. But this team plays hard. They really do play hard. Yeah. And there's something to be said for that. Adam Foote and his staff have this team playing hard. They're just not getting the results that they expected. You know, I think this is I thought this was a playoff team when the season started. I guess it's a 500 team. It's a 500 hockey team, and a 500 hockey team, 82 to 85 points in this league just isn't good enough to make the playoffs.
We are hearing a lot of stuff about Quinn Hughes. I'm sure you are. His future is number one. In some ways, the Canucks really can't decide what to do unless they know what Quinn's going to do. And we're hearing teams that are going to trade for him. We're hearing national reporters talking about Quinn Hughes trades. Like this thing, it is going to be fascinating to see what happens with Quinn Hughes in Vancouver.
What does Buble say?
He wants Quinn to stay.
Well, there you go. I think a lot of people want Quinn to stay.
Yeah.
And by the way, Quinn is under no obligation to say anything right now. Mm-hmm. No, the Canucks can't even sign him right now if they wanted to. So this is going to still take, I think, the next 8 months, and it could get really noisy for 8 months with what's going on because Quinn, being under contract, can't sign an extension yet, and trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do. I'm told by a lot of people that he loves playing in Vancouver. He wants to win in Vancouver. So put that where you want. And it would be such a great story if he stayed and did it. But at the same time, I think that these 8 months are going to decide a great deal of exactly what Quinn Hughes wants to do and will do. And as of December the 3rd of 2025, there is no answer, Rick. Not one.
Yep.
And John, 18 goals, 11 assists in 25 games. Is Sidney Crosby really 38 years old?
Yeah.
Are we not talking about one of the great athletes that has ever played this game? And when you think about Sidney Crosby doing what he's doing, what Alex Ovechkin has done at the age of 40, those are and this league has had both of these guys around for more than 2 decades, and the contributions they have made to help the game get better is truly amazing. No one expected Sid to do this. No one expected the Penguins to be in a playoff spot. Whether they can, it's funny. I think there's more question about whether the Penguins can keep it up as to whether Sid can keep it up. I think Sid can keep it up, and whether he's going to be able to drag his hockey team into the postseason will be one of the great stories to follow throughout this whole NHL season, plus the Olympic break, where we know Sid is going to be dynamite in Italy.
You surprised at this, John? Because with the game getting faster, quicker through the years, I seem to remember the general thinking was, well, that'll be it for the older hockey player, and yet you went through that list there. There's a lot of so-called old-timers who are playing just fine. Really well.
I'm not surprised about Sid in anything. I know, and I don't think we should be. Sid's one of those guys, when you talk about speed, Donnie, that understands the puck moves faster than the player. And so he knows where to put the puck. He knows and then you're going to get into the whole, and you can talk to every guy that comes on this show that is around the National Hockey League, and they will talk about his work ethic, his off ice regime, his summertime regime. And then none of us should be surprised that he's able to maintain it. It's truly one. And by the end of his career, we're going to be absolutely amazed how healthy he has been, in spite of those almost 2 years with major neck and concussion issues.
Yeah, that's a good point. Michael Bublé just texted in. He thinks you're doing a fine job.
Well, you know what? I watched The Voice too, and he's okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I think it's great that we've changed Rick's name now to Rick Roundball Dollywall.
Roundball,
because now he's the basketball guy.
Yeah, Lawrence Frank.
He's the
Lawrence Frank guy. Yeah. Hey, the Grizzlies were here 6 years, John. We loved them for all 6.
What if they came back?
No, not a chance.
Maybe not a chance, but I'd love to see it. I love going to those games. Love covering those games.
Oh, they were fun. Man. They were fun games to cover.
Do not say not a chance.
Yeah.
when it comes to an expansion team in the NBA in Vancouver. Do not say that.
I miss being told to get lost by players after games are over, and it wasn't get lost. Trust me.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I got Shaquille O'Neal.
Really?
We were doing the World Basketball Championships at Maple Leaf Gardens, and I'm walking down an aisle to the court, and next thing you know, I'm levitating. Yeah. And this guy behind me has lifted me up and said, "Hey, get out of the way." And I turned around and it was Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow.
Oh man, I wish we had video of that, John.
Oh.
We barely had black and white then.
That's true.
No
That's
kidding.
true. John, thanks for this next week.
Cheers, boys.